Things were going really well for NASA under Faster, Better, Cheaper until 1999. That was a terrible year. After a 90% success rate for the first 7 years, in 1999, 4 out of 5 missions failed. NASA's final analysis was that 10 out of 16 missions had succeeded, which was only a 62% success rate. They deemed that too low, and Faster, Better, Cheaper went away. Now, I think NASA did the math right, but they did the wrong math. Rather than calculating their success on a per attempt basis, they should have done the calculations based on a per dollar basis. That is, there's no limit to the amount of times we can try to do something. There's only a limit to how much time and money we have available. So since time and money are our limiting factors, they should be the denominator when we're calculating our return on investment. When we take that approach, when we do the math based on how much success per dollar Faster, Better, Cheaper delivered, we find that NASA delivered 10 successes for the price of one. 10 missions, 10 out of 16, 10 successful missions for less than the price of Cassini. 10 for 1's a pretty good deal. Even if only 2 missions had succeeded out of the 16, it would still be 2 for the price of 1. Again, a pretty good deal. The other thing to keep in mind is that clustered data generally indicates that something has changed, that there's an isolated problem. And indeed, the finding was that the failed projects tended to treat Faster, Better, Cheaper as a bumper sticker rather than a deep engineering practice. They tended to not implement the actual Faster, Better, Cheaper practices, which were applied so successfully during those first 7 years. The other finding was that the failed projects reduced cost and reduced cost and reduced schedule more than they reduced complexity. I think they could have bounced back if they had gone back to basics and insisted on actually applying and using the Faster, Better, Cheaper principles and practices, which had served them so well. In fact, that was the recommendation out of the Inspector General's report and the Faster, Better, Cheaper Task Force in 2000 and 2001. They both recommended that NASA should continue using Faster, Better, Cheaper. Unfortunately, NASA decided to do otherwise for a variety of reasons. The lesson here is that when we calculate our success rates, when we calculate our outcomes, it should be based on the limited factors, the time and the money, not based on how many attempts we've made. Because again, there's no limit to how many times we can try to do something. There's only a limit to how much time and money we can spend making these attempts.